Now it did. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And then I guess I forgot to make it do it automatically. And so we're slowly wandering in here. I think everybody's having a hard time getting moving today, including me. Okay, we are hitting 8 o'clock, but today's the first day, and I think everybody's moving a little bit slow today. So I'm going to give, about 5 or 6 more minutes for people to wander in, so then we'll get started. Appreciate all y'all being here on time, and I particularly appreciate those of you that are letting me see your shining faces so early in the morning. Thank you so much. Makes me feel more like I got somebody in the room with me when I can see faces. Well, I'm missing about 7 or 8 people, so if 8:03, we'll give it about 3 more minutes. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're still missing a few, but I guess they'll wander in or they won't. But I'm not going to keep the rest of y'all who are here waiting. This is Marketing 353, Section 1. If you're not supposed to be there, then I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you're in the wrong class, but that's what we're doing here today. And I am Dr. Martinez, and I'll be your instructor. I see a lot of names on here that I've had before, so welcome back to one of my classes. Probably the first one that we've actually got to visit in person. A few of you have been to my office or across my Zoom or whatever it happens to be, because I'm also the director of undergraduate studies. So a lot of times, if you've got some sort of issue, that ends up in my lap also. Always happy to help my students. And I love to see faces, because otherwise it's really difficult for me to know. When I've had you in my class, I recognize names, but if I see you on the street, I have no clue. So it's nice to see your faces. Okay, so here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about me and a little bit about marketing, but also I want to hear a little bit about each of you. So what I'm going to do, first I'll tell you, about my background and a little bit about how I, approach this class and marketing and in general. Then I'm going to ask each of you to tell me and the class a little bit about you. And would like to know, like, where you're from, and also one fun fact about you and how you ended up in marketing, in healthcare marketing. I always find that interesting, because I've had a few students that didn't think they'd like marketing, and then in the end they ended up working in marketing. So I always find it, I know this is a required class, but I'm curious to know how you ended up in healthcare management to begin with. So just a couple sentences. So that's what I'll be asking you about. And the fun fact, which is fun for me. I find out all kinds of things about my students, with the fun facts. So, okay, so about me. I know all of you are picking up the accent. Those of you that haven't had me before, I am from Texas. I have all three degrees from Texas A&M University. I have a bachelor's in math, a master's in educational psychology and vocational counseling and regular counseling and everything you can possibly think of. And my PhD is in educational psychology with specialization in statistics, human resources, and administration. So that's a little bit about my academic background. So you're probably wondering, how did she end up teaching marketing? So here's how that came about. In another lifetime, I was vice president of a multi-million-dollar engineering company, and I was in charge of marketing and several things as we grew, but ultimately I ended up marketing to lawyers all over the United States and in Mexico and Puerto Rico and a number of places. And so I learned a lot about marketing. So I have a lot of practical experience in marketing. So let me just give you a little bit more background. I always tell students that, it's really difficult for you to decide that what you're going to do. And when you start as a freshman in college, most people don't have any idea what they want to do for the rest of their lives. And in fact, it would be unusual if you did know what you want to do. But you kind of go through that's what the first couple of years of college are, is to learn a lot about it. All the different things you could do, because you generally have a general area. But I always tell people, don't feel like that this decision is going to affect you the rest of your life, because that's not necessarily true. So as you can see from my educational background, this has very little to do with math, and probably, even less to do with educational psychology. But, you go through life, you get experience, and you figure out, what it is that you really like. For me, if something looked like it was going to be fun, I tried it. I have done throughout the last many years, I have done lots of things that you wouldn't normally think of your college professor doing. I was for the engineering company. I was in taking human resource, taking care of human resources, as well as I did photography for accident scenes. And I would go out. We were a very large company, and we supported Ford, Chrysler, GM, and I would go out. They'd fly me out. Usually, they'd pick me up in one of their private planes and fly me out to the scene, and I would take pictures immediately after accidents happened. And this was usually when it was really horrific accidents. They knew they were probably going to be sued because people sue you with, deep pockets, and so we would get all the accident data and have it just in case. And that's where all the reconstruction comes in, like what could have happened. We were one of the first companies to use animated animated CAD for reconstructing and showing to court what possibilities what could have happened. We there? Okay. So anyway, that's one of the jobs I had, but that was kind of a little bit more professional, that kind of more in line with what I have done. But other jobs that I've had that were really a lot of fun. One summer, I decided I didn't want to teach in the summer, so I drove an 18-wheeler. And I drove a chicken truck, and that was really interesting. I can tell you one little story about driving a hauling chickens is that in East Texas, when you stop at a red light or something, a lot of times chickens manage to escape those cages, and they will ride like on the axles and things that don't turn underneath the truck. I'd have these, I don't even know what to call them, these people, I guess they were hungry. They would jump out of their truck at a red light and go up under my 18-wheeler and try to snatch those chickens, I guess, and take them home for dinner. But, it was really kind of scary because if you're not careful, somebody be up under your truck when you're fixing to take off. I drove a log hauler. I was really a relief driver, a tanker, which is really the worst. Well, if they're not full, they slosh you all over the place, and a brick hauler. And I did that one summer, and that was many years ago before women really were driving 18-wheelers. And but it was really a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I had a CB, Citizen Band radio handle. I was called Double Trouble, and it was probably one of my more entertaining jobs. Another summer, I had a friend who owned a wedding chapel in Las Vegas, and he called me and he said, "Hey, can you go pick up my limo?" Because I had a commercial license for many years, and he said, "Can you go pick up my limo in Brea and bring it here to Las Vegas?" And I said, "Sure, no problem." So I got somebody to drop me off. I picked up this stretch limo to drop it off in Vegas from a friend of mine. And when I got there, he said, "Hey, I don't have a driver for this weekend." So I started driving. I would fly down there on weekends and drive for him for a wedding chapel, a drive-through wedding chapel there in Vegas. And that was really a lot of fun too. You pick up, people are happy. And, if you're getting married, you're more than likely happy. And so that was really a fun job. I would pick them up at their hotel and drive them down the Strip. And then I'd drive them through our drive-through wedding chapel. Preacher would hang out the window and marry them. Sometimes they'd stand up through the sunroof. Sometimes they'd, step outside the car. Just depends on what their mood was. And then I'd be the witness, and then I'd drive them back to their hotel. And I need a GPS for everywhere. I could get lost in a wet paper bag. But I did so much driving all over the downtown area and the Strip of Vegas that at least that's one place I didn't have to have a GPS. I've also taught gymnastics. I was gymnastics all the way through college, and then I taught it for a number of years. I showed dogs in the dog shows. I raised chows and Rottweilers, show dogs. I taught junior high math and was a junior high counselor. I taught driver's ed. Actually, if it had wheels, I've probably done it. Taught driver's ed for a number of years. Drove a school bus for about 10 years. So, there's other things. That's just kind of the tip of the iceberg. But when you think about all the things, oh my goodness, I'm going to be a healthcare manager the rest of my life. Do I really want to be a manager? What do I really want to do in life? You need to get the degree. And then, once you have that degree, then that opens doors for you. I have a lot of students that, not too long ago, I was at Enterprise car dealership, Enterprise rental on in Signal Hill. And one of my students said, "Oh, Dr. Martinez," and I looked at, "What are you doing here?" Well, she's a manager, was a manager at that time at Enterprise Cars, and she said, "Oh yeah, that she'd worked there while she was going to school. And then when she graduated, your degree in management, even though it's directed towards healthcare, is actually a very good starting point for you almost anywhere." So Enterprise hired her full time, and she had a great career in front of her. She said she didn't know if she'd ever go back to healthcare, but that the degree was helping her do what she was doing, and she was loving it. So don't don't go into panic mode when you're a junior or a senior thinking, "Oh, I don't know if I really you go to your internship. I don't know if I really want to do this." You might be surprised. You might find your niche that you're just going to love. I'm sure most of you will. And if not, then you go on and you find something you do love, or you develop a what we call an avocation, where you have your full-time job, but then on weekends and nights you do something you really love. So don't stress yourself out. There's lots of things to stress yourself out about, but that's not among them, as far as being worried that you've chosen the wrong thing. Believe me, the world is your oyster. You just have to go out there and find what it is, and don't discount anything. I remember my dad had a fit when I started driving 18-wheelers. He said, "I could not believe you went to college for 5 years, got a master's degree, and you're driving trucks." I said, "Yeah, but I'm sure having a good time." So leave yourself open for all the possibilities. Um, the only other thing I'd say, I have one daughter. She's living in Florida. She has an engineering degree from Stanford and a math degree from Texas A&M, and she works as a contractor for the Navy. She has 4 kids. I had one, but she had 4. My oldest granddaughter is a captain or a lieutenant on a ship in San Diego. She graduated from the Naval Academy. My next one just graduated from the Air Force Academy, and with a degree in computer science, and he's going into Space Force. And then I have 2 little ones, and they're like 10, 9, and 11, and not sure what we're going to do. But so I have. They live in Florida, so I spend a lot of time in the air, and that kind of about sums it up for me. So just kind of give you all a little idea about where I'm coming from, and what how this will be. Get used to my Texas accent. I may kind of butcher your name a little bit till I get it down. But I don't think I'm misunderstandable. I think you can understand me. So other than that, that's about it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to randomly call names. I see there's 29, so we're still missing, I think, maybe 3 people. We'll see if they wander in, or if they decide not to take class, or whatever. So what we're going to do is I'm going to call your name. Remember, this is what I want to know. I want to know where you're from, and I want to know a fun fact about you, and what drove you to decide to have healthcare as your major. And I'm going to, let's see, it's always the first one's always the hardest. So let me see. I think I'll pick on Ricky. So Ricky, tell me, talk to us.
Um, just like, what do you want to know, like, specifically? Sorry, I overthink.
Okay, that's okay. Absolutely. I want to know why you chose healthcare. I want to know where you're from and a fun fact about you.
So I was born and raised in Cypress, California. I have 2 parents, well, obviously. Um, but they never married. They had me when they were like 16, 15 years old. So one of them went to college, another didn't. So I'm technically first and third generation. So I guess that's my fun fact is I want to pursue healthcare administration to make a positive difference on people's lives. I think a lot of people have this misconception that nursing and becoming a doctor are the only avenues in healthcare. And I want to, I guess, prove to myself that, in a challenging career or industry such as healthcare, that I can still make a difference, no matter how big or small, to somebody, you know. And I'm thinking right now, as far as career avenues in healthcare, I wanted to do like human resources or become some type of manager, but I'm not sure like where exactly, like what specific, you know, I guess interest that I want to pursue right now in healthcare. Um, and I think that's about it.
Okay. Super. Well, once you do your internship, you might find something that you really enjoy. I've had so many students tell me, "Oh, I didn't think I'd like this," and then they end up trying to get a job in it because they love it. So what you're looking for, it will appear, and you'll love it. So
Yeah. And I want to say thank you too, for helping me along the way. Um, because
you're
I
very
felt so
welcome.
lost, and I feel like, you helped me, find the correct path. So
Super. I'm glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help students. That's one thing I didn't tell you in my little speech is that I tell students that, once you're mine, you're always mine. So, if you connect with me in class or come see me or Zoom with me or whatever, I will remember you and I will always be here for you. And I have students. The other day I got a call from a student that I had in 2009. So uh, just telling me what they've been up to. So my phone number stayed the same, and people can chase me down. So just know that I really want y'all to be successful. Okay, thank you, Ricky, and thank you for going first.
yeah, no worries.
Okay, how about Taryn?
Hi,
Did I
mic
say it
check.
right?
Yeah, you said it right.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I grown in Lakewood, which I'm living in right now, even though I was born in Orange County, and I'm basically the second son of the family to fully pursue college. Only my parents are like partially college at most, I believe, if I remember correctly. And I don't I don't really have a fun fact to mention, so I'll go over to what drove me to look at healthcare as a major. I just want to do something that can possibly help people in the bigger picture, to keep it brief.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, good, super. Okay, and I would like to make a comment too about that when you're looking at healthcare, it's very broad. And I love it that y'all have found healthcare management, because it's kind of hard to, I mean, I know for me, for one, that if somebody told me I needed to work like an emergency room, the doctors would be busy picking me up off the floor once I saw the sight of blood. So I know that, that there is a place for everybody in healthcare. So I'm meant to make that point too. Okay, thank you. And you said you're living in Lakewood, right?
Yes.
Okay, super. Okay. How about Farah?
Good morning. My name is Farah. I'm from Anaheim. A fun fact about me is that I love pink and Hello Kitty. And then something that drove me to my major is that I originally wanted to go into stenography, but my counselor redirected me to healthcare management.
Oh, from sonography to healthcare management. Did you want to be like a court reporter or something, or what?
No, like ultrasound sonography.
Oh, sonography. Okay, I got it. I misunderstood you. Okay, super. Well, you know what? I cannot tell you how many students finished our degree while they were waiting to get into that program.
Yeah,
So
that's what she told me to do.
yeah, we have a number of students doing that. And where did you say you're from?
From Anaheim.
Anaheim. Okay, all right. Thank you. Okay, Devin.
Hi, I'm Devin. Um, I'm from the Bay Area actually. It's like 10 minutes north of San Francisco. It's like a little beach town. My fun fact is I love to surf. That's kind of like everyone in my town always surfs, and it's really fun as a community to do it. Um, I chose healthcare administration because I was kind of fighting between business management and then healthcare or something in that field. So I figured this was a good mesh of both. Um, yeah, and um, oh, I'm taking this class because it was a requirement, but it also sounded interesting and you had really good reviews. So I was really excited to take your class in specific. So yeah, I'm excited for the course.
Oh, super. What is the name of the town you're from?
It's called Pacifica.
Okay. When I first came to Cal State Long Beach, which I didn't mention, was I taught in a department called Professional Studies, and it was so much fun. I taught all over California, so I know, and I would have known nothing in California if not, because I was fresh out of Texas. But I did roam through that city. I taught police and firefighters statistics when they were getting a master's degree in emergency management. So that
Oh, that's
program quit. They dropped the program because of the federal or state legislation changed the basis of the rule that we were using. But anyway, it was that's how I do know some of the little towns up and around. My favorite one outside of San Francisco is Concord. You know, I love that little town.
Oh,
Yeah, that was my favorite because I stayed at the Marriott and I would get on the BART, you know, right outside the Marriott and just go downtown when when I was up there teaching for like a week and I'd get bored, I'd just jump on that BART because I hate driving in downtown San Francisco. So,
oh
but it's a
yeah.
great area, you know.
Yeah.
So, okay, super. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. How about let's see, Danielle. Are you?
Oh, my name's Alicia. I
Oh,
didn't hear my middle name.
okay. Alicia instead of Moore is your last name though.
That's my last
Oh, no, so
name.
sorry.
That's my last
Okay.
name.
Okay. All right. So Danielle then. Let's try that and then we'll go to Alicia.
My name is Darielle, and I was born in Oxnard, and I have a military family, so I lived like all around California and the country. Um, an interesting fact about me is that honestly, I don't really have many interesting facts. I'm just
Sure
usually
you
sleep
do.
deprived. I'm usually just really tired and catching up on sleep and working. So I don't really have anything besides that. And I chose healthcare admin or healthcare management. It wasn't my initial choice. I initially wanted to go with nursing, and then I realized I didn't like those classes. And then I tried to switch to medical sonography, and it's really competitive. So this is like my third choice because I needed to kind of lock in on something. But
Okay, well,
I
I'm
knew
gonna
that I
be
wanted
sure
to
that
do
this
something in
becomes your
healthcare.
first choice. I'm sorry.
I knew that I wanted to do something in healthcare just because I figured I could, like, I'm decent at trying to be helpful to people. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Okay, and pronounce your name for me because with my eyes I saw Danielle. I see it's an R, not an N.
Yeah, you're fine. It's Darielle, like the Little
Darielle.
Mermaid, and then put the letter D in front of it.
Okay, well I've seen that Little Mermaid many times with my youngest grandkids. So
Yeah.
okay, and I tell you what I remember about Oxnard. I taught a class at believe it was the fire station that's out there close to the airport, and every year in the spring they grow onions there, and you know I could smell those onions like 10 miles out.
Yeah.
So that's what I remember.
Yeah.
But it's a nice little area though. So
Yeah, it is.
okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, now Alicia, what is your last name?
Boyd, I'm so sorry. I thought you were saying my
That's
middle name.
okay. Oh, no. Oh, no, it is not a problem at all. Okay, Alicia, tell us about you.
I'm from Hacienda Heights, which is like 20 to 30 minutes from Long Beach. A fun fact about me is I'm the youngest of five. And why I chose healthcare, I feel like my whole family, majority of us are in like the healthcare field, whether it's like nursing or administration. And I strongly felt connected with like the admin portion of it, and which is why I came into healthcare administration.
Okay, fun fact?
Huh?
You have a fun fact?
Um, My grandpa actually played for the Honduras soccer team is my fun fact I think I can
Well, I
say.
think that's pretty fun fact. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. How about Madeline?
Hi everyone, my name is Madeline. This is my 4th year. I was born and raised in Whittier. I'm the youngest out of 2. The reason why I chose healthcare is because I didn't want to go into nursing. I knew there's different things besides nursing and doctor and PAs. So I wanted to do healthcare admin because I wanted to make a difference. And a fun fact is that I like to go hiking and I like to be at the beach. Even when it's raining, I like the smell of the rain in the beach. That's a fun fact about me. I know that's a little weird, but yeah.
I don't think it's weird. I think I like the smell of it too. But then being from Texas, we see rain a lot more often than y'all do. So, yes, I think that's great. And do you have a dog that you hike with?
I do. I have a little 7-pound Shih Tzu.
Oh, okay. Because most people that love to hike usually have dogs they like to hike with.
She
So,
likes to hike.
all right. Thank you. Okay. How about I think it's Arissa. The last name is Robles or Robles.
Yeah, Robles.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Arissa. I'm from Baldwin Park. A fun fact about me is I like going to concerts. And I chose healthcare administration because I wanted to work in healthcare, but not directly with patients. Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. I also like concerts, so I can identify, but I go to reggae concerts. Y'all will probably occasionally hear reggae music when you're coming into the classroom. But yeah, I think some of the concerts, like probably y'all go to, are just way too crowded and noisy for me. But anyway, good deal. Thank you. All right. How about Eduardo?
Hi, how's it going? Can you hear me?
We can.
Hi, my name's Eddie. I'm from Linwood. And fun fact is, I don't know if anybody's a Harry Potter fan. I just started watching the series like yesterday, so hopefully that's good. Why I chose healthcare, I was originally in civil engineering for like the first year and a half, 2 years of school. But I kind of fell out of love with that and decided I wanted to do PT, and I was just like searching undergrad routes, and I kind of landed on healthcare.
Okay. Super. Sometimes that's where we get our students that love it the most, that wander in and then stay. So that's a good thing. Thank you. So, oh, did you give us a fun fact? I don't know. Can't remember.
Little Harry Potter thing.
Got it.
Thank
Got it. Okay, super. Thank you. I'm a little slow this morning. All right. And also, thank you for giving me your nickname, because if you have a nickname you'd rather I call you by, be sure and let me know, and I will try to remember it. I'll put it on my roll sheet. Okay. How about Yvette, last name Neighbor? I know I've had you before, but not in face to face.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hi, my name is Yvette. Well, I'm so sorry. My words just like aren't working this morning. Um, a fun fact about me is that, a recent fun fact about me is that I just learned how to swim this summer. And I chose healthcare administration just because I had a lot of hospital experiences as a kid. And so I developed a really deep admiration for the people taking care of me. Um, I recently just switched to healthcare administration because I originally wanted to do nursing. However, I realized that I would rather work behind the scenes instead of one-on-one with patients. And as far as career options, I haven't fully decided, but I do enjoy statistics. So I've been thinking about data analytics or operations management. But again, I'm not 100% sure yet.
Hey, super. And where'd you say you're from? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was born in Los Angeles, but I currently live in Gardena.
Okay, super. Yeah, data analytics, just so y'all know, is a really great area to go into. Dr. Ramirez is super at, getting y'all going in that. And it's the hospitals are looking for that. The medical places, they're looking for that because data is what it's all about. And boy, if you've got that in in your package of tricks, then really opens up extra doors for you. So good deal. All right. How about Lauren?
Hi, good morning. My name is Lauren. I'm from Orange County. A fun fact about me is I've been dancing over 20 years now. I've taught it, I've danced competitively and commercially. And the reason why I decided to go into healthcare, I've always been in healthcare. My first job was at a pharmacy, and then from there, I worked at labs, clinical and diagnostic. And I've also done CNA, so I've done hands-on patient care, and I think now I want to move towards the administrative part of it. And yeah,
Okay. And did you give us a fun fact?
yes, I did.
Okay. All right. What did remind me? Because I'm a little slow today, I think.
Oh, I said I've been dancing for over 20 years.
Right. That's right. Because that hit me because my daughter was also a dancer, and it takes a lot of dedication. Do you do did you do the ballet also with the toe shoes and?
Oh, point, yeah.
Yeah, point. Yeah. Yeah. Bleeding through your socks. It's
Yeah.
really. Okay, super. Thank you so much. All right. How about Axel?
Hello, good morning. Sorry about my voice. I'm a little sick. Um, my name is Axel. I live in the city of Fontana. I used to live in Linwood, but then I moved over here. I guess, a fun fact about me, or two, I guess, that I really enjoyed. I went to San Diego for a week. Just went around sightseeing, saw some cool things. Went to a bird sanctuary, really liked that. And I got a Nintendo Switch for my birthday, so I've been really enjoying that. And what got me into healthcare is I couldn't decide whether to be more on the administrative side or hands-on. So I kind of picked this first, but now I ended up deciding just going hands-on. So after I graduate, I'm hoping to go to paramedic school. Hopefully that works out for me.
Okay, super. Paramedics like EMT or
Yeah,
like
it's a step above EMT.
okay, all right. Because I know we have the program here at Cal State. Dr. Cracer runs it, but it's EMT. I think. I don't think it's paramedic.
It's
Got a
the
family
EMT
consumer
one.
science. Yeah. Okay, super. Thank you. Okay, how about let me see. How about Perla?
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me? There's been in the background. Um, so my name's Carla. And the fun fact about me is that I learned how to hold track line at the age of 7. And I'm interested in taking this course just to get a bigger insight on marketing and its part in healthcare. And the reason why I chose healthcare admin is because I want to create an impact, even if it's big or small. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, super. Thank you. And thank you for showing up on the camera. I really appreciate it when students let me see what they look like so I can recognize them on the street. Okay. All right. How about I'm gonna say Aya Klugman. I'm not sure how to pronounce your first name.
That was right, Aya.
Okay.
So my name is Aya. I'm from Laguna Hills, Orange County. And fun fact is that I love camping. It's like one of my favorite weekend activities to do. And I got into healthcare admin, also very interested in the healthcare field in general, but I always wanted to go like to the management side of it. So it took me a while to find this specific degree, but once I did, I really enjoyed all of the classes and learning that management side. And I'm also getting a minor in HR management.
Hey, super. Thank you. All right. Celeste.
Hi, my name is Celeste. I'm from Montebello, California. I wanted to do healthcare administration because I also wanted to do something related to healthcare that like wasn't so direct patient care. So HCA was the perfect match for me. I was thinking of going to grad school after I graduated, either for public health or HR, not sure yet. And a fun fact about me is that I love collecting blind boxes, but I don't really know why I do because getting the one I don't want like makes me so mad and sad, but it's fine. I'm gonna keep buying them. So
What kind of boxes? Tell me.
Like-
I don't.
they're like blind boxes, so like there's like different types. Like there's like Sanrio ones, like Pop Mart type of thing. But like you don't know what you're gonna get. So like
Oh wow.
you can get like the ugly one and it's like $20 gone, but it's fine.
Oh man.
It's fine.
Well, you know what? You should start a secondary collection of all the ugly ones because you know what you think's ugly, maybe somebody else may be hunting for and sell it on eBay.
That's very true. That is very true. I know. Sometimes I'll just like go and look for the one I want so that I don't buy the blind box, but and pay the extra because it's worth it. So
Right.
yeah.
So you can maybe make some money because if somebody thinks is really horrible, you know, like there's some vehicles out there in today's world that I just don't believe I want to drive them at all. But you know, people are driving them and loving them, so you know,
Yeah.
everybody's got their own taste.
Yeah.
So, okay, super. Thank you. All right, how about Kristen? And I had Kristen this summer, I remember. So are you here, Kristen? No, I'm not here. Well, maybe he
Hello,
decided to
hello.
escape me. Huh?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Yeah.
But my video is not coming up for some reason.
Yeah, I thought maybe you decided you didn't want to have me again, so you took a vacation on me.
No, no, no. It looks like I'm having technical difficulties. But yes, like you said, I had you over the summer. Enjoyed your class, learned a lot, and a little bit about myself. I'm a veteran. Before that, I do sports, firefighting hand crew. I did 4 years in the Marine Corps. I was a rescue. That's where I got my love for healthcare because I was cross trained as an EMT and hazmat technician. After I got the Marine Corps, I ended up going to becoming an industrial electrician. But that took a toll on me, on my body. So I spoke to a VA counselor and I told her that I wanted to go to school, and I told her I wanted to become a nurse, follow my passion. She's advised me against that, so I ended up coming into the business side, which I really do love now. I got into analytics. So I got 2 certificates of experience here in analytics in our department, and I'm trying to go to grad school for data science.
Super. So I guess you're aware then that Dr. Ramirez is also a veteran.
Yes, yes, Army veteran.
Yes, that's right. Not a Marine. Yeah. Well, thank you for your service. As you can tell from my little spill on my grandkids and my son-in-law is a West Point graduate, that we're very big into the military family. So thank you so much for your service. Okay. How about Alyssa Bautista?
Hello, my name's Alyssa Bautista. I was born and raised in Monrovia, California, which is like 30 minutes away from downtown LA with no traffic. And I chose it to go into healthcare because a lot of my family are in the healthcare field, specifically nurses and doctors. So I wanted to kind of see what the administrative side of healthcare was like instead of like hands-on patient care. And then my fun fact about me is that I have a dog turning 18 in October.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got him when I was 3 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it a little dog or a big dog or?
He's like a medium-sized dog. He's a Lhasa Apso.
Ah, okay. My daughter had had one of those, and I had one when she was growing up, and those dogs got a mind of their own.
No, yes, they do. They really
Mine used to
do.
love to get on my kitchen table and spread himself out, and I would get so mad at him. So I completely understand that personality.
Yeah.
I went from that to chows, who are a little stubborn, but they do at least respect you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Emily.
Hi, my name is Emily. I've been living in Long Beach all of my life. Fun fact about me, I like hiking and I love coffee. And I ended up in healthcare administration because I knew ever since I was younger that I wanted to be in healthcare, but I never really knew like that there was other options besides being like a nurse or a doctor. So yeah, over the years, I just ended up in this.
Super. You know, I'm not a coffee drinker, but there's a place in Texas called Summer Moon Coffee. If you're in Texas, you should try it because people rave about it. But I go there just because they have this, they call it moo milk. It tastes just like homemade vanilla ice cream that they put into the coffee. I
Oh,
just go
sounds
buy the moo
good.
milk.
It sounds good.
It's really, really good, the what they put in.
Mhm.
Okay, how about Isaac?
Yes, hello.
Yes, we got you.
Yes, hello. So my name is Isaac Gandaria, and I was actually born and raised in Long Beach my entire life. Fun fact about me is that I love to travel. Last year I actually went to Japan, and next year I actually plan to travel another trip to Taiwan. So I definitely love to get
Oh,
the experience of traveling across the world. And reason I chose healthcare is because originally my first major it was actually biology, but it turns out it didn't really work out so well. So I chose healthcare administrations as my second option. And I think I chose a good major because it allows for a stable career with opportunities to grow and specialize while also making a difference in the community.
good job. And yeah, you're right. I think you chose a good option also. It does and you can also do things like they have traveling nurses. They also have companies that will place administrators, places temporarily. So you could mix your love for travel and your job all together.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. All right, thank you. Okay, the last name is Rich. I'm going to say Neva,
It's Nevaeh.
Nevea. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name's Nevaeh. I grew up in Bakersfield, which is Central Valley, but then I moved to Sacramento when I was 10, so I've kind of just lived there the rest of my life. A fun fact about me is that my name, spelled backwards, actually spells out heaven, so that's pretty cool. I chose healthcare management because I worked in a lot of leadership roles, kind of like growing up in sports and then also transitioning like into work. And I just realized that I really enjoy like leading and like managing people. So I knew I wanted to do something healthcare and I knew I didn't want to do like normal business. I wanted to do something specifically. So that's how I got into healthcare admin. And then, as Devin mentioned earlier, I know this is a requirement for us to take, but the class description was super interesting. And honestly, I'm really excited to take this course because I feel like we're taking a bunch of different like classes and it kind of gives us insight. So I'm curious to see if this will like provide me a different path maybe I'd like to follow or just add on.
Oh, super. Thank you. Okay, how about Sophia?
Hi, my name is Sophia Villafana, and I was born and raised in Hawthorne, California. I chose healthcare administration just because I'm still able to help others without being clinical. I did want to pursue nursing, but I realized how hard it was, and dealing with blood or patients, I knew it was going to be really hard on me. A fun fact about myself is I enjoy cooking. I love to do it. I find it very therapeutic, and yeah.
What do you like to cook?
Oh, let's see. I feel like right now I just learned how to do chicken risotto, which I was very impressed. What else? Let's see. I like to do a lot of crock pot cooking. My mother-in-law actually taught me her secret recipe on the way she makes her birria, so I really like it.
Okay, super. I cook some, but it's always something fattening, like desserts of some kind.
It's joking.
So, all right, thank you. How about Rihanna? Is she here? Let's see, maybe she's not here. So I'm looking at a master list and not at the. Come on. You are. She's not here. Okay. How about Valerie Smith?
Hi, I'm Valerie Smith and I'm from Whittier. And a fun fact about me is that my favorite artist is Tyler the Creator. And I'm going to Camp Flog Gnaw in November, so I'm really excited about that. And then I'm in this class because it was a requirement, and then it just seemed really interesting. So I'm excited to see like what I'm gonna learn in this class and to be here. And then I chose to be in healthcare administration because I wanted to help people, but I originally had wanted to do nursing, but I can't handle seeing like blood and stuff, and like I feel like that's not good to be a nurse that can't see stuff like that.
Not that
So
hindrance.
so I decided to go into healthcare administration instead because I really like helping people.
Okay, super. Thank you. Jocelyn Toscano. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn. I live in Los Angeles. I'm born and raised. Fun fact about me is that I work in retail. I'm in, well, I decided to be healthcare administration major because I didn't know what I wanted to do when I first got into college. I was undecided, but I knew I wanted to be in healthcare, and my advisor moved me towards this major. And honestly, I really like it. I just still don't know in what specific job I would be in or career path that I would like to take.
Okay. Well, that'll come. Yeah, it'll hit you in the face one day. Say, "Boy, I really like this." All right, thank you. Where do you work in retail?
Oh, I work at Hollister.
What is that? Oh,
It's a
home store.
no, it's a clothing store.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
great. Thank you. Okay, how about Ashley Tejeda?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, my name is Ashley Tejeda. I was born and raised in Los Angeles. I always wanted to do something in healthcare. I just never really knew what. I tried nursing. That wasn't for me. Chemistry is just not my calling. And so I had a class with someone that was in healthcare and management, and she was telling me how much she really enjoyed it. So I decided to try it, and so far I really enjoy it.
I'm glad you found us. Okay, how about Lizette? And if I pronounced it wrong, please tell me. Rojas?
No, it was good. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm from Paramount, so it's really close to Long Beach, about like 20 minutes or so. A fun fact about me is that I really like to do makeup, not only on myself, but also like on my close friends and family. And what made me choose healthcare administration is that ever since I was in high school, we had this program called Healthcare Academy, and it was kind of like just kind of telling us a little bit more about healthcare, the fields, like what kind of jobs you could pursue. But I noticed that they only really focused on like the doctors, nurses, firefighters, like kind of like more like kind of like what everyone is kind of like familiar with when it comes to healthcare. But ever since I came to Long Beach, I kind of found out about healthcare administration, and I came to like more interested in it because I really want to pursue healthcare management.
Okay, super. Was it a high school in Paramount or was it Milliken
Yeah.
in Long Beach?
No, it
In
was
Paramount?
the Paramount High School. Yeah.
Okay, all right, super. All right. The reason I was asking is that I do all the recruiting for our department, and I go to Milliken to their healthcare
Oh.
academy there. So I was just wondering if I had seen you around. So
No, yeah,
okay.
it was like kind of like in the high school. We also had like I think like sports medicine, so kind of similar to it. But I chose that started to happen like my junior year, so you had to start it from like freshman year or something like that. So
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Super. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. How about Zoe Robertson? Did I say it right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, super.
Hi, I'm Zoe. I'm from Apple Valley. A fun fact about me is that I enjoy going to Disneyland. I'm taking this marketing class because it's a requirement, but I'm also interested in learning more on the marketing side of healthcare. I chose healthcare management because I want to support both the patient and the provider by improving the system.
Oh, super. Thank you. And I see I have Shanna in my class, who is one of my officers. I am the advisor to the two student organizations, so you'll be hearing a lot about that also. So Shanna, talk to me.
It's Shauna.
Shauna, okay.
That was gonna be my fun fact, but
Oh, I took it away from you. I'm
no,
sorry.
it's okay. Sorry, I lost my voice like 2 days ago, so it's like really bad. Anyways, I was born and raised in San Gabriel, California, but I moved to Rancho Cucamonga when I was about 10 or 11. So, it was a really big move for me, seeing two different types or two different environments. So one environment was very like Asian majority and then moving to a very white dominant majority. It was very different for me. And then now I'm here in Long Beach, but I live in Westminster. A fun fact, I guess, would be I was considering going to Texas after I graduated, going to UTA or University of Texas at Austin, just because I wanted the,
You know,
well, just because
that is the the prime person that our enemy at A&M.
just because I
Go ahead.
wanted like a bigger school environment where like big football games and stuff like that. Um, and then I guess the reason why I picked HCA was because, like Devin said, or like a lot of people in here feel like they had a struggle between like business and healthcare and didn't really know what to do. I came in as a business marketing major. I went into undecided nursing, and then now I'm here. So I think this gives me like a good mix and a good balance of the two. But yeah.
Well, Sana will be reporting to y'all on all the things we want y'all to do with the organization. So it's a really great organization. Both of them are great, you know, and y'all need to get active, and I give extra credit. So that gives you even more reason to be active. And we'll talk about Texas and your master's program. I went to UTA for a semester. And
I
so,
recently went there this past summer to look at the school. So I was all over Dallas, Arlington, Fort Worth, and I really just like being out there. Like I feel like the environment is very different. And I think UTA gave me that like home feeling. Like I really like UTA, so we'll see. I don't know.
well, you know, you're in Texas. You know, Texas love everybody. So, you know, it's a very friendly state. So,
Yeah.
okay. Super. All right. How about Vivian?
Hello. Hi, my name is Vivian. I grew up in Orange County. I've never moved anywhere, so I've always been in Orange County. A fun fact about me is that I love going to different cafes in my free time, especially studying at cafes. I feel like I do a lot better because since I leave the house, I feel like I have to stay and study for a certain amount of hours to make it worth it. The reason why I chose healthcare management was because I've always grown up around healthcare. A lot of my family members work directly with patients, whether they're doctors, pharmacy, or like dentists. And in high school, I took a sports medicine class where I learned a lot about hands-on patient care, learning how to wrap wound care. And that was when I kind of realized I enjoy the management side more. I'm currently an information systems minor, so I hope career-wise in the future to potentially work whether it's data analytics or information systems for healthcare and hopefully pursue my master's, maybe applying for this upcoming term.
Okay. Super. Thank you. Okay. Janelle, am I saying that right? Last name Ho? Are you here? Did I butcher it that badly? Let me see. Maybe she's not here. Okay. No last name Ho. Okay. One more down. Aaron.
My name is Aaron. I was born and raised in Downey, California.
A fun fact about me is that last week I went to Cancun. I joined healthcare administration because originally I was in business administration. And then I asked my counselor, oh, what's more focused on healthcare? And she told me about this major while I was in community college. And then I transferred over to here and they had it, the program. So I joined here.
Well, yay, I'm so glad.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Okay, well, super. Where did you go to community college?
Long Beach City College.
I'm surprised you didn't see me. I'm around there all the time. I don't remember meeting you, but I do all their transfer fairs and speak to their public health classes, and so well, welcome. I'm glad you found us. I need to go thank those counselors over there. Bring them a candy or something.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
gotta buy merchandise to like support that community college.
Right, great. Okay, super. I think I got everybody now. Is there anybody here that maybe didn't make my list? Or did I get everybody? Okay. All right. So now we know. Sometimes when I do this, people say, "Oh, I like to do that too." So you end up making friends in your class also, which is a good thing. Just a couple more things about me that I didn't mention. Again, I am the advisor, so you'll be getting a lot of extra credit opportunities to go to these functions that are put on by my clubs, the UPD and which is the Honor Society, and the Student Forum, which is anyone can join that one, and they do a lot of fun things. Other thing is that I'll use a lot of examples having to do with trucks because I love trucks. I drive a Raptor, and I don't drive past too many gas stations because it's the older one with the big V8 in it. But I do love my truck, and I guess that's a one thing that'll give y'all a good laugh. When I was just out of high school, I was recruited to work at a hospital, Scott and White, and that was at like another lifetime, a century ago. When we did when lab reports and stuff came in, they were not electronic like they are now. They would come in with just a little sheet of paper and with a sticky thing on the back of it, and then you would stick those, and the files would have like this just be so thick from all these different reports. And I had no idea because I was very naive and really, I guess, dumb. And they gave us this little like a sponge with water on it, and you were supposed to wet the back of the paper with that and then stick it to the file. And I ran out of water, so I just started licking and sticking. And the supervisor came and she said, "You realize, of course, that those are the papers that sit under the specimen. So you're licking and sticking, things that may have had some really unpleasant things spill out on them." I lasted there about 2 weeks. It's the only job I ever had that I said, "I'm done." So, I do understand the career path. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now, we just have a few minutes, but we're going to finish it. We're going to go over the syllabus mostly on Thursday morning, but I want to just hit a few of the high points on stuff that's due now. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all with the syllabus. They are hiding this thing. Okay. And give me 1 second to pull it up. Okay, you should be able to see this. Of course, y'all are here, so you know the Zoom is on there. This is my cell phone. Feel free to text me. I will typically answer instantaneously. Those that know me, have had me before, know that I'm really, really fast at responding. If I don't answer, it means I'm in a meeting or for some reason my cell phone is attached to me at the hip. So it's almost always with me. And I try to answer within a few minutes, as well as the emails will usually be answered within an hour or two. If it goes over a day and you don't hear back from me, do it again because something's happened. This is a Texas cell phone, and sometimes I think the Bing goes to Texas and doesn't come back. The email, it may get sent for some stupid reason to the trash or whatever. So if you don't hear back from me, use another means of communication to get me, because I do always respond, always within less than a day, and usually within a few minutes. Okay, so that's one thing now. Just what I want to do is, because there are some stuff that's coming up due, so I'm going to go down here to past all this stuff. We'll go over some of this on Thursday. But if you get to this page, this is page 11. This is basically your Bible for the class. It tells you exactly when everything is due. And if you look at this, you'll notice that it's got 8/27. You should have your profile done. That's the Canvas profile. And by Friday, the 29th, is it Friday the 20, what's today, the 26th? Yeah, Friday the 29th. You should have already made at least a comment on 2 of your classmates' profiles in the introduction. And you're going to tell me just a little bit about yourself in the introduction. There's a description at the bottom of the page under everything is described, all the assignments. I try to be really thorough. But along with that, you need to have your picture up in the profile so that when I see, and I don't want a picture, although I love dogs, I don't want a picture of your dog unless you're in the picture with them. I need it, I need to be something where I see what you look like. And so those 2 things are due this week. Also due on Friday is your LinkedIn assignment. Now you need to pay close attention to this, because what you're doing for the LinkedIn assignment is you are going to, if you don't have a profile already, you're going to create one. You can do the free one. You don't have to pay for it. And then you're going to invite me to be a connection for you. Now, those of you probably know that my name is extremely common. Linda Martinez, very common. So what you're going to look for is Linda Ruback, R-U-B-A-C, Martinez. Ruback is my maiden name. I'm Czech, 100%. And the Martinez, that was a married name, but I had it so long I just kept it. When I got rid of my husband, but I kept his name. And so that's where that name came from. But you need to look for that R-U-B-A-C, and that I went to Texas A&M. Those 2 things are very clear in there, and so you'll know you have the right profile. And then you're just going to invite me. And once you invite me, there's one person that's done it already that I didn't send a message back to. She's in another class, so you will get a message back from me that says got it. If something happens and you don't, then and you don't show up with your grade, then you can send me a message and I'll go back and double check. But that's all you have to do for that, is just invite me. And once I get that invitation, you will get credit for it. So that's the LinkedIn activity. The personal mission statement is a form that is online under the Canvas. And it's like 2 or 3, 4 pages, and you go through it and answer all the questions. And by the time you end up at the end, and you have to answer all the questions to get full credit, this is kind of a no-brainer. If you answer the questions and there's not right or wrong, because this is about you, then you'll get full credit. And the final thing due this week is the Kelly McDonald video. It's a fun video that a lady that talks about marketing in healthcare. And then there's a question and answer thing on Canvas. I think I have to look and see. I'll tell y'all for sure on Thursday. But it's either on Canvas. I don't think I put it on the quiz bank. That you're going to answer the questions based on that video. And if you get all the questions right, if you watch the video and answer the questions, they're real simple. It's not, like rocket science. It's just kind of reiterating what you already saw in the video. And those are the assignments this week, but we'll go over a little bit more detail on Thursday. But the introduction needs to be submitted by tomorrow. So the other thing that I want to just talk about real quickly today in this class, if you go down below this, it shows the dates that we have class. This class does not meet every week, and most of the time does not meet on Thursdays. Those are left open for online assignments and to work on your group activities, which we'll talk about also on Thursday. But these are the classes. I will not add to these classes unless it's some kind of extreme circumstances, and then it would not be required. You do get credit, 2 points for every class that you come to. And if you can notice that we meet Thursdays this week and next week, but after that, we don't meet Thursdays except when we have a group activity, which, where you have to, we've got presentations because it's just a large class. We can't get it done in one day typically. So that is kind of just a really broad picture. Class does meet 8 a.m. You have the Zoom link, you're here. And so that, I just wanted to go over that much of it, something that you need to know, pretty quickly. Tomorrow we'll go, not tomorrow, Thursday we'll go over the whole syllabus and go over it and see if you have any questions that you want to ask me about. And then we will cover those in class on Thursday. Okay, do we have any questions so far?
How do you spell your name again? Sorry.
Okay, no problem. It is R-U-B as in baby, A-C. And let me see if I can find the chat on. They every time they do an update on this thing, I have to hunt for stuff. I'll type it in the chat for y'all.
And then also I noticed that we have like several assignments like already on campus, like you mentioned. But one of them said like class and then it has the date. Do we have to submit anything or is it just automatically like you give us the points since we're here participating? Okay. So I just I already get overwhelmed, so I don't want to like, leave here and then not be underprepared,
I appreciate that. I love questions. So here's my name. Yes, it's you get credit for being here. Sometimes we'll have a class activity if we have time. Other times I usually take roll right at the beginning. I don't use that one that's built in. I have a lot of trouble with it. So I take roll right at the beginning and you get credit for being here.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. Again, remember it's Linda Ruback Martinez and it is Texas A&M. And please be sure you send me an invite. I won't give you credit if you just send me the link to your page because that's not what I want you to learn how to do. I want you to learn how to invite.
And the same thing, like you mentioned earlier for the participation, we don't have to say anything for the LinkedIn. We just we invite you through the LinkedIn, but we don't have to put anything in the Canvas. Okay. I just want to make sure.
I'll take care of it after that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay. You bet. All right. Are we good? Any questions? I am looking forward to a great semester with y'all. We're going to have fun. You're going to learn a lot. But along the way, I think you'll kind of get an idea of what marketing is like because marketing needs to be exciting. You need to be, you need to get people to want to come to your business. You need to market it, but you also need to know who to market to and when to market to them and, who's your target group. That's extremely important. So we're going to learn all about that and how you can figure it out. And along the way, you'll make some friends. You'll do some fun activities, the group activities every year. People enjoy. And we also have some virtual internship, which is part of it, which we'll talk about also on Thursday. That is called Navigate. It's part of the Jones Bartlett series. So a lot of fun things I've got planned for y'all. All righty. Are we good? Everybody good? Any questions? All right. I will see y'all on Thursday.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
welcome.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Professor.
I have a good
You're
day,
welcome.
Professor.
You're welcome.
Professor, I have a quick question for you.
Sure.
You said you're part of the honors program?
I'm part of what?
The honors program?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I guess I just never met anybody, or I knew it existed, but I didn't really know anything about it. So I guess what it entails, or what? Maybe just quick rundown.
Yeah, sure. Here's what the honors does is that you can apply for it, and you can apply as a transfer student. I don't know exactly the rules because what I do for the honors program is I help them with applications, like people who apply, and then I help them with scholarships, like for the presidential scholarship and that kind of thing. And that makes me part of the honors faculty. Additionally, you'll have to write a paper as a senior, and you choose one of the faculty members that you feel like you can identify with, and they will be your mentor the whole time while you're writing that paper. And throughout the senior year, what you'll do is, like they do it, give it to you in pieces. And, like it becomes like maybe I think in the first semester you learn about, you choose the topic and then you go through, I think maybe the lit review in the first semester. And then the second semester, is your actual research and you're finishing up the paper. Then they have their own separate little graduation, and it looks really good on a resume. They have a presentation at the end of the semester. I think they do a little, can't remember exactly. I don't participate in the graduation the ending of it. I go to when my students present if I'm in town. But you work one-on-one, like, I think you said you've been doing
Okay.
data
Oh, we can start
analytics,
there.
right?
Appreciate it.
With Dr. Ramirez. Is that, so if something interested you that had to do with kind of research, he would be a great mentor for you. If you felt like you connected with me
Okay.
or with Dr. Lawrence, we could also mentor you in some area like that. But I would go to the honors website and see if there's something you'd be interested in applying for. And I don't know when I'm the person that helps choose. I'm not at the entry level, So, but I think that you need to check it out. Does that help?
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I'll go ahead and look into it. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm happy to have you back in my class. I know you're a very conscientious student, and I like that. So,
Thank you. Yeah, I try to put my best in, try to absorb as much
I
as
love my
possible.
veterans. Y'all been there, y'all seen the world, and you know what you want to do, and you're more focused. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So happy
Well,
to
thank
have
you.
you.
I appreciate that. Happy to be here. I'll see you on Thursday then.
Okay, sounds good. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.